So, am I the only one? Am I only the only one drinking tonight to celebrate this joyous occasion?
Yep.
I told you I left all my beers at Joey's. He's got everything.
Yeah, me too.
You took all your beers at Joey's?
All my beers are at Joey's somehow.
Fucking Joey.
Typical.
He takes everyone's beers, apparently.
Okay, well, I have something crazy that blew my mind that I discovered.
I have something to say.
Okay, you go first. Then. Oh, yeah, Anthony.
Cody always got to have something to say at the beginning of an episode.
That's true, Cody. Why do you always have to get the first word?
I don't have to get the first word. I just wanted
that main
to say
character
something.
syndrome,
I forgot.
remember?
Yeah, I forgot.
Even on my own birthday, Cody wouldn't give me a word.
Oh!
I'm
kidding,
forgot
Cody.
your
Just
birthday.
go ahead.
I didn't get enough praise for remembering your birthday, so that's kind of funny. I redact my initial happy birthday.
You redact your happy birthday.
Dude, Anthony, you go first. Yours is important.
Wait, you already know what Anthony's is?
Yes.
Wow, okay.
Well, I did ask you guys.
I'm a genius.
What?
Well, I'm just going to say it. So, no, I wanted to thank everyone that backed Super Guy. Made it a great success.
Oh, yeah.
It's been many episodes.
Great success.
Because we recorded a lot, like, before it was even out. So, just wanted to say thanks to everybody. As of today, they're getting shipped to my house, all the copies, all the variants, all the regular covers. So everyone's going to get that real soon.
That real.
So I'm really excited. I think everyone really helped make a dream come true for realsies.
I
think some more than others, for sure.
Well, I mean, hey, everyone, I don't even really think that way because, like, let's say just the digital. I mean, it's true in a sense, but what I mean is, like, let's say someone just backed the digital copy, which is just $5. Like, a lot of people did that.
Ass people.
No, but it gets a lot of people to back it that maybe otherwise wouldn't. So it still goes a long way. And me and Joey did triple the funding. That's insane. That's insane. And we funded it in 4 hours.
It's a head start on the new one.
Yeah, hell yeah. It definitely is a head start on the new one. And Joey has the script. So, like, we're definitely getting there. We're definitely getting there. We're working on it.
Okay.
So yeah, that's all I got to say, Cody. Go ahead.
I know, right? Let him finish. Cody.
All I wanted to say is, in retrospect, I wish I had signed up for the tier that gets me a guest spot on the podcast.
That actually, hey, look, a lot of people did take
sign
advantage.
Up for that?
Yeah, a lot of people did. A few people, yeah. So we're gonna have some guests. Guests.
Oh shit! Jake said, "Oh god."
The mysterious Kurt.
Whoa.
Kurt's going to be a guest. Kurt himself.
Oh, Kurt Angle?
Kurt Angle. There are some similarities. And then
have some similarities. They're both badass American heroes.
In a way. And some other dude, I don't remember his name, but he has a comic and he wanted to come on. So, hey. More power to him. He'll be a guest.
Nice.
I don't know if there's more than 2 people. There might have been someone else, but I put it up there as like I didn't expect anyone to take advantage of it, but hey,
the people spoke.
The people spoke. So yeah, thanks again to everybody for real, sincerely.
Also, happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Anthony!
Thanks, dude.
Dude, this podcast would not be what it was if it wasn't for you, buddy.
The day you were born is the day.
Is the day this podcast was born.
Exactly.
No, it wasn't hilarious.
It really wasn't that funny.
No,
but it wasn't like supposed to be. I don't know if I agree with people. Yeah, like people are like, oh, the humor is off. It's like there really wasn't much. The humor was, I thought, fit the movie. It was like a deadpan, like, like no laugh was meant to be bigger than that.
Yeah. I'm glad it wasn't stereotypical with the Marvel humor. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like just like bogged down. I'm grateful. It seems like they're learning a little bit.
Yeah.
Who's learning? What are we talking about?
What are we talking about? Thunderbolts.
Ooh.
Oh, I should have it.
Yeah, you should have the Thunderbolt.
I'll add it in. Well, pretend I did.
Whoa, crazy.
Oh, my God.
Wow, it's electric in here.
Whoa, hey, it's electric.
Boogie, woogie.
Welcome to Comics and Chronic, everyone. You already know who's joining me, Jacob H. It's Anthony Iannaccio. Anthony Iannaccio, Cody Cannon. The Schweppes is flowing like fucking wine.
Hey.
And we do have wine flowing too. Ooh, the spice, the Schweppes.
Yeah, we got Schweppes.
The Snapple Mango Madness, my boy.
The glass blunt.
Sorry, I haven't had to use that one in a while. I love it.
Yeah, I do love it. Too bad it doesn't fit this movie in any way, shape, or form.
No, not even
because
close.
I don't know, guys. I don't know, you guys.
I'll go out and say it. Thunderbolts is not Dune.
Yeah. Oh God. Are you kidding me? Oh,
I think it's better.
Yeah, right. No, you don't.
No way.
It's so cap.
I do.
Okay, no, you don't.
You don't think that.
Yeah. Shut up. No, you didn't. Tell us why. Tell us how.
It's easier to watch.
Wow. I actually don't think it's easier to watch.
I think it's way easier to watch.
No.
Yeah. Way more exciting.
Dune was? I agree.
Wait,
Dune was.
No, Thunderbolts.
No, I don't know if Cody's joking.
Yeah, no, he's trying to hold this joke, but he knows it's falling apart.
No, I'm dead serious.
No, you're not.
Also, I do want to say, I'm
so
being
full
serious.
of shit. You think Dune 2 is not as good as Thunderbolts?
Yeah, for sure.
That's such a lie, and I know you're lying, and it makes me literally lose respect for you. Which means I'm about to go off on this movie and
but I do have something I want to say. I do think because of the success of this movie that the universe has been righted. That we're back like we were. I feel like our own universe was about to face its own incursion. Everything's been bad and crazy and stuff. You know what I mean? And think about it. What happened right after Endgame?
I don't know. What?
COVID.
Oh, okay.
COVID. And then since then, the world's just been kind of unraveling before our eyes.
Okay.
Until now. This movie came out.
Things have stabilized since?
Yeah. Because Marvel's back.
No.
Because they've been sucking, for the most part, the whole time.
First off, if I were to say Marvel is back, it would be because of something like Daredevil Born Again and not this.
100%.
I disagree.
No, you don't.
Jake
Cody,
is the voice of reason.
Yeah, now. Cody, you're being such a contrarian for the sake of the podcast, and I hate you for it.
Why do you think that? Why can't I just say that?
Because you lack conviction when you talk.
That's not why I think Cody's lying.
That's why my opinion.
No, because Cody has been an MCU hater for a while. So, what about this movie? What quality of this movie says MCU is back for you? And I haven't said my opinion yet, but I want to hear.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to hear why, your reasoning.
Number one, Florence Pugh.
Okay, no doubt. She was amazing.
Bodied this. Yeah, she was amazing. She was awesome.
Whoa. Time out. She was great, but it is the same exact backstory for Black Widow in that she regrets her past as a Black Widow.
Yeah.
So it's like we're seeing the same backstory twice now. Whatever.
But Florence Pugh didn't invent the backstory. Her performance is what we're talking about.
True, but we get it. Bitches be sad when they kill people. Like, okay.
That was the original title of the
movie. Bitches be sad.
I love that she's like, ugh. Work is just the same day in and day out as she's committing literal war crimes.
To me, it was kind of funny just because, and this is a part of the movie where, if you know who the Sentry is, it kind of, not spoils, but you kind of see certain things coming.
Yeah.
If you don't know who the Sentry is, I'm sure the movie hits a little differently, maybe even better.
I don't know much about the movie, or about the Sentry, rather.
I know enough to know what was coming.
I know about his background with the Void. It reminds me very, very much of Marvel's version of Hal with motherfucking Parallax or whatever.
I did like this adaptation of Sentry though. I like him as a character in the comics, and I thought this worked. Maybe it's not exactly the same. A big thing for the Sentry was always everyone had to forget him because that would protect everyone from the Void. But that's not something they did here, which is fine. This is our introduction to the character. It's Bill Pullman's son, Philip Pullman, which I didn't know until after the movie.
What?
Yeah, and he looks exactly like him. When you see them side by side, you'll be like, holy shit.
That's who?
Bill Pullman's son.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Bananas in pajamas.
The president himself.
The Pullman, the Pullmeister.
So not only him, Wyatt Russell, the son of Kurt Russell. So there's 2 nepo babies on Thunderbolts.
2 nepo babies are the Avengers now.
Yep. Yeah.
Timeout. I would, with Wyatt Russell, actually, I would say easily my favorite part about the movie by a lot.
He was great.
Oh, Wyatt Russell ruled. Great.
I think
I loved Wyatt Russell.
He had the most character development out of anyone there. I think he had the best character development out of anyone there.
I liked Florence Pugh. I'm going to be honest. I do want to say, one, I'm glad they killed Taskmaster.
Yeah, I don't mind her getting killed off.
Yeah, but they could have kept her around a little while longer. I don't know. The death seemed kind of pointless.
Literally everyone on that squad can already do what Taskmaster does. And so
I don't disagree there. I'm just saying they had Taskmaster. I thought we'd get at least one more scene with him. Whatever. I don't like the interpretation anyway.
Yeah, me neither. But I think you guys glossed over U.S. Agent by a lot.
No, I agree. I think he was great.
I loved you. I think he's I think him and Florence Pugh are 2 of the best things about the movie.
Ghost was boring. She was boring in Ant-Man and Wasp. I don't think she adds much.
Yeah. Ghost should have died also.
That's what I'm saying.
Red Guardian is I don't know. I don't care about Red Guardian.
Red Guardian, yeah. I'm not a big fan.
I liked him more in this. I do
also,
think
where's his shield? Why do we never get to see him with his shield?
I like him more in this than I have in the past. And
you mean in Black Widow, which was the only thing he was in?
Sure. And I will say they don't suck with their accents nearly as much in this one.
Yeah. I think Florence Pugh does a good.
The first ones were bad. You know what I mean?
Weren't that bad, but Florence Pugh's is good. His is all right. David Harbour's is okay. It's not amazing, but it's not bad.
I like it. I think they're fun, and I like their characters. I think it's a fun, dumb movie. Dumb and fun, and full of cum.
I don't know. Not enough cum for me.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Oh, man. I mean, in reality, you can always use more cum.
Like we're saying, the overhype the overhype is too much. People are saying it's the best post-Endgame movie. No.
I agree with the overhype being too much.
Oh, wow. I should have known. I knew it was Cap. I should have went with my gut instinct. And honestly, guys, I'm going to take a hard stance here. If I decide that I don't want to see something in theaters, I'm sticking with that gut until it comes out. And you guys will have to do half bakes. This is a movie after seeing. But I forced myself and I went against my own principles. And so I'm ashamed. Never will I do that again.
I had a good time, man. This
is not a movie. I didn't need to see this in theaters. After seeing it, I was like, all right, this is cool. I could have totally watched on my TV screen on Disney Plus. It didn't beg to be seen in the theaters like Infinity War or Endgame.
I was high as the Dickens in the theater, eating some poppy corn. I was having a good time.
I had an okay time.
Yeah, I'm definitely more on Jake's side with this. I'm still not convinced why this is such a top tier movie. To say the MCU is back.
Oh, I don't
bots. It's not. I think bots it's back on the internet. It's Marvel Russian bots.
I do think the MCU is back.
No, I don't think it's back.
But why? And this is okay. So to Jake's point, when I watched Daredevil Born Again, that's when I'm like, holy shit, here's the MCU.
But you gotta think. They got Daredevil Born Again sandwiched between Cap and this, which I don't think were great, but I
liked Captain America better than this. I'll say that. And I wasn't the biggest fan of Brave New World, but I liked it more than this.
Not sure. I think I like them on par. I think they're on par for me, but I think I did like them. I mean, I know I liked them, and it just feels like it's better towards what I want than the past several MCU projects leading up to this. You know what I mean? With a few exceptions.
No.
I don't know. I think if there's 14 post-Endgame movies, this is in the lower tier for me.
I don't know if it's in the
lower tier. It has low T.
I think literally it's in the mid tier.
Low testosterone.
I think it's in the mid tier.
No, it's mid for sure. I'm not going to lie.
I'll say right now, it's number 10 for me. Ooh. In the 14 post-Endgame movies, I put it at number 10.
I have to think about it still. I didn't have time because work was bananas.
Time out. What are the 14 post-Endgame movies?
Okay, let's clearly do everyone's last. No
Ant-Man
question.
And Wasp, Quantumania.
I was going to say Love and Thunder.
Oh, yep. Ooh. I hated Love and Thunder. That's number 10.
Yeah, no, 14.
There's 14. See, for me, 14 is Quantumania, but 13 is Love and Thunder. I think.
It's flipped for me. Quantumania is 13.
Same for me.
I think 12 is probably going to be Maybe Marvels?
Dang, not for me.
What is for you?
I think 12 for me would be Black Widow.
Whoa.
I don't think so.
Which one was Marvel's again? Was that Captain Marvel sequel?
Yes.
Yeah. That one's pretty low. I don't even remember that.
With Photon, for me, it's 12.
Yeah, I might put that at 12 also.
With Photon and Miss Marvel, yeah. It was okay, but it wasn't. I think that one, from there on up, it's a lot of mid, but I think the bottom two are outright horrible movies.
Yeah, exactly. And also I put Marvel's above Thunderbolts, like right above it.
Whoa, crazy.
9 to its 10.
Okay, so you said 12 for you is
Black Widow. Okay. I'm putting Eternals as the next one.
Ooh, I forgot about Eternals.
Anthony, see, pretty bad. Eternals is 11 too for me.
So far, I'm agreeing with Cody's ranking.
There we go.
Anthony, of course, you would put the female-led ones at the bottom.
True. Saw that. Saw that coming.
No, Marvel's is number 9.
I'm talking about Black Widow.
Oh.
Okay, so 10 for me.
Well, I was just asking what are all the names of these movies, but I don't know where.
There's
Brave New World.
Right. Brave New World.
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi. That's going to be pretty high for me.
Deadpool Wolverine.
Black Panther 2.
Black Panther Wakanda Forever.
BB2. That'll be pretty high for me.
No Way Home and Far From Home.
Yeah, No Way Home, Far From Home.
Far From Home definitely lower. No Way Home higher.
Yep. Guardians 3 and Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness.
Those Guardians 3 high. Doctor Strange 2, whatever.
Doctor Strange high for me.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so I'm going... This is going to be probably kind of controversial for my number 10. I think I'm going... Actually, I'll go Black Widow at 10.
That's fair. Well, I mean, let's still talk about the movie.
Yeah, let's.
Otherwise, you're going to take years to rank, Cody.
Are we not ranking the whole thing?
Not if you're not prepared for this. Cody.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
You're not. You don't even have it written down.
I got it in my mind right now. I'll fire
your mind
that
is like
you.
Sentry, Cody. You're Sentry, by the way. I'm casting Cody as Sentry, and I have a lot of reasons why.
No, you always give Cody like these weird, most powerful. That's crazy.
Hold on. This is a line that Sentry says
Jake's
in the movie.
Definitely a U.S. agent, no question.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm a literal fucking hero who everyone tries to
murdered an innocent man, right? Yes.
Innocent. To quote him from this movie, he was literally a terrorist in the show.
He was innocent because he was never tried for anything.
He was innocent.
Like, he just killed
that
him in the
doesn't make
street.
him innocent. He worked with Carly.
It literally makes him innocent.
It doesn't make him innocent. Just because a terrorist isn't tried makes them innocent? That's crazy.
He didn't do anything. Carly did more shit than him for sure.
He was still working with Carly.
Okay. So here's what I'm saying.
Like, he's still
Here's what I'm saying. I'm ready. I got it. So 10 is Black Widow. 9 is, for me, probably Spider-Man Far From Home.
Okay.
8 is probably 8 is Deadpool Wolverine. 7 is Brave New World. 6 is Black Panther. I mean, not Black Panther. Sorry. Fuck. Did I say Thunderbolts already? I don't know. I lost track. But you get it. Number 1 is definitely Guardians 3.
Not Doctor Strange. You have said in the past Doctor Strange your number 1.
Yeah, I think Doctor Strange is like 2 for me. And Shang-Chi is probably 3.
Nice.
What's your number 1 in Jake?
I don't want to rank.
Okay.
Just this won't rank high. Yeah, I guess maybe in the top 10 compared to everything we've done. I'd put it there. But best game post-Endgame? No. Best game, best movie post-Endgame?
Yeah. There's just way more. I guess that's the point.
Yeah, there's at least 9 more.
That we could all agree on.
But I liked it. Yeah. I liked it. I thought it was fun. I think the talk about depression is ham-fisted as a motherfucker.
Exactly.
Yes,
Thank you.
Exactly.
Way too ham-fisted. I'm not saying it can't be done in a superhero movie, but do it in an intelligent way. And this one was not. It was very layman's terms scripted. Oh, this is clearly a metaphor for depression and bipolar. It's like, yeah, we know.
Yeah, it felt like it was spelled out for children almost.
Yeah, exactly. It was.
And guess what? We ain't no babies.
No, exactly. I mean, at one point I literally did fall asleep for like 10 minutes. And that was
the second half is definitely a little bit better than the first half, I think.
Oh, I don't know if I agree.
I think the first. I think
the first might be better.
Yeah, just because of the action in the first.
Like the fight with Sentry was cool in the Watchtower.
Yeah,
for all 6 minutes of it, it was dope.
Yeah, and I liked his costume. I didn't hate it.
I liked his costume. I'm just like I wanted more. I don't know. I didn't really care for like the Void fight in the end, where it's like we're just family and we need a hug. Were you Dominic Toretto? Because that's what I want to see. I need to see Vin Diesel if we're gonna win battles with family, bro.
So Groot needs to be there.
Exactly. Actual families.
Yeah, exactly. Think about it. Best family Marvel thing does also have Vin Diesel.
Well, like, I don't know. This movie did do a really cool thing going back to John Walker when they're going up the elevator shaft and, Sentry fucking like touches him and he's like, he has that memory of him like not watching his baby and his wife comes in and he's like reading the article about it. And then like you see him, he's like literally standing at the edge of the tunnel. Like, had he taken one more step, he would have died. Mm-hmm. But I think it was also like, it wasn't even just that. It was like at one point, like he might have contemplated like suicide, like just from like losing everything.
Yeah, they were the suicidal squad.
Yeah, exactly. It was Marvel's Suicide Squad, but still not nearly as good.
I will say that I agree there. Not nearly as good.
No, I like James Gunn's The Suicide Squad way more than this movie.
Infinitely more.
A lot more.
Yeah. But I did like this, man. It was dumb and it was fun.
I liked John Walker a lot. I don't know. I think
that's all you seem to like. You're like,
I think he was the most compelling. Like, seriously. I think his story is the most compelling.
Oh, I loved Yelena too.
I loved Yelena. I loved Sentry. I liked
Sentry.
I really like Sentry. I thought Pullman did really good job acting wise. I thought it was a good adaptation of Sentry. I liked how it to me, like his relationship with Yelena mirrored how it was Bruce Banner and Natasha, how they interacted a lot. And Sentry is kind of like Hulk-like, it's like Sentry Void. He has that side he can't control. Like, this is why I like Sentry a lot too. Like I thought, like for instance, when we see him fly for the first time, it's kind of like a Tony Stark moment when he flies up into the atmosphere and then he kind of passes out.
Yeah.
Like the way he crashes to Earth and then he kind of is escaping from like this desert facility is kind of like Thor, that's kind of like what happens to him. He's very Thor-like anyway. He feels like an MCU character in that way. And like the way that they mirror all the other MCU characters like we've seen before makes sense. Like Captain America, he has the serum. Steve Rogers is the only one that survives the trials for the super soldier experiment. He's the only one that survives the Sentry trials, Like
nice.
That's cool. I thought that was smart at least. And I don't know, a lot of ways besides that, this movie kind of didn't always feel like an MCU movie in a good way. Like
I agree.
It had that going for it, which I really appreciated.
Oh, can we take a second and admire how badass Bucky's Terminator entrance was?
Oh yeah, totally
sweet.
Terminator.
100%.
He looked like it. Like
he's
I liked
riding the motorcycle. With the shotgun. Yeah.
No,
that was awesome.
Yeah,
Bucky was cool. They were all pretty cool.
Yeah, I liked Bucky. I liked that he went from Senator to back to Winter Soldier. You know what I mean?
Yeah, mad quick.
Hey, man, if I had to choose between being an assassin and a senator, I'd choose assassin any day.
I wasn't always a big fan of the Red Guardian, but like in that moment, like when he sees him, he's like Winter Soldier because like he knows him as like a legend, Well,
he goes, he gets really hyped. And he's like the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Like, oh yes, yeah. I like that too.
I do like the whole time he's just like begging basically for them to be family.
Yeah.
I hated. You know what I really hated? The fact though is that the Thunderbolts was named after the Chesapeake Thunderbolts team.
Yeah,
and not
bad.
General Ross Thunderbolt. I thought that was a little stupid.
I think even in the comics though, I'm not even sure it's named after him. Like it's like Justice, like Lightning, Thunderbolts.
Really, I feel like it is. I feel like it is named after him.
Because like the original team is it's after this event called Heroes Reborn, and all like the major heroes are gone or missing.
Yeah.
And like there's a team that steps up. But it turns out, like, you find out it's the Masters of Evil, like Baron Zemo and all these other people, basically in disguise as heroes to, like, kind of step up, and they're the Thunderbolts. And that's the original team. So, like, in the MCU, these characters aren't straight up villains, but, like, you'll hear, like...
Zemo should have been in it.
I know. Zemo definitely would have made it better.
I agree. He should have been. He should have been like their team strategist, honestly.
Yeah, it would have been awesome. But like Valentina like is trying to say like they're villain. She keeps calling them villains before, you know, the end of the movie and they become heroes. But like I feel like that's how they're doing the twist on that. But yeah, like I didn't whatever. It's kind of corny that it was named after the soccer team, but
that was stupid.
I did hate that joke too. It
was a swerve the whole time anyway because of the asterisk.
Yeah.
The new Avengers. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did like their Avengers costume in that post-credit scene.
Yes.
I like their Avengers suit.
Yeah, apparently that's in Doomsday, so that's how they'll look.
And Sam Wilson is doesn't want them to have the Avengers name. It's crazy.
He's going to have his own squad.
Sorry, another reason John Walker, I liked him so much because Sam gave up the shield. And John Walker literally, he was nice with it from jump.
Murdered an innocent man with it, yes.
Plenty of people were murdered by Captain America as well.
They're called Nazis.
They are Nazis, but like that guy wasn't innocent. I mean, he was a literal terrorist.
He was innocent.
No, he wasn't.
He was literally innocent.
He was a literal terrorist. Do you want to go back and watch?
Just because he's brown doesn't make him a terrorist.
Was he brown? I don't even remember that he was brown. He was literally with Carly, whatever her name was, in their terrorist group.
The Flag Smashers.
Supremacists. Baron Zemo literally calls them supremacists in the show. Yeah. So
that dude,
you sound weird defending supremacists against America.
No, you sound weird defending murdering innocent people.
He wasn't innocent. He was literally a supremacist terrorist.
No.
I think
go back and watch it, bro.
You need to go back and watch it. I think
that's literally why everyone hates U.S. Agent, even in the story.
He wasn't. He even says he was like innocent. Hardly. That dude killed Lamar. Sorry that I remember Lamar. R.I.P. to the one only like black hero in the MCU.
Because that's U.S. Agent, like his own perspective on the whole situation. Of course, what he thinks he did was like, you know, I did it for America.
No, but I think like there's so many, like when people talk about Captain America and U.S. Agent, they make it a little more black and white than it is. And like the serum affected him quite literally, how Dr. Erskine said. No one says John Walker was like, what did he say in the first movie? He's like, oh, a good man, not a perfect soldier. In this one, John Walker is the perfect soldier, not necessarily a good man. And,
yeah, that's fair.
And what I'm trying to say is like like this movie, and along with the show, I think there's like more depth to him in that. And he quite literally says this at the end of Falcon Winter Soldier. He's like, I've done everything you guys have ever asked me to. And I think it's quite literally a metaphor for like how we do treat these men that
are veterans.
Are veterans. Yeah. Like seriously, we're like, go off, kill for us. Now that you do in your home, it's like, sorry, like they're forgotten. And so he did like do everything. And 3-time recipient of the Medal of Honor, can't help but notice that.
And his wife left him for it.
And he did save the squad in the beginning of the movie. So
yeah, for sure.
Team U.S. Agent all the way.
I do like U.S. Agent.
I'm just pro veterans, dude. I just support the veterans.
I would have given Anthony. Okay, I'm not. At first, I was going to give Anthony Pullman.
Dude, you're the Sentry.
You guys are crazy.
I was going to give Anthony the Sentry.
Out of the three of us, who blacks out the most? Go ahead, answer it. Think about it.
Also,
we can't argue that.
Also, of the three of us, who's the most suicidal? You know what I mean?
True. Dude, and just because you've said these words to us in real life on the podcast, there's a line that the Sentry says, I'm not even trying to joke, where he says, there's a high, then a big low, and then everything goes blank.
Yeah.
You know? Like you guys said, it was kind of ham-fisted, but like, yeah, Sentry is bipolar. Obviously, that's what's happening there.
Bipolar, depressed, suicidal. Yeah, it was all that good shit. They all were. I mean, even Yelena, even her father is like, no, I'm fucking miserable. Look at me. And this apartment was a piece of shit. Like, it was a big giant, and that's cool. I just wish it was tackled in a more intellectual way.
I think it was a good, attempt at tackling that stuff, and I'm glad that they did. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's cool to see that in a movie, although, I don't know. I don't want to say it doesn't feel like not genuine, but I don't think it hit as hard for me as it seemingly did for a lot of other people,
I agree. I think, honestly, even it's under the Disney umbrella, I think something like fucking Inside Out does a better job with...
Oh, yeah.
the Pixar movie.
Yeah, of course. No, I would agree. Like, yeah, I don't know.
But it was okay. It was just hammy. But hey, man, I like a little ham every once in a while. I just liked this movie, man. I just thought it was good.
I liked Mel. I liked what's her name's assistant.
Yeah,
she was good. She's secretly a character.
Yeah, I know.
An original Thunderbolt songbird.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah, or screaming Mimi, if you will.
Screaming Mimi. I like Julia Louis-Dreyfus. She was good.
Yeah, she's awesome.
And she also had one of the best lines that I don't not disagree with sometimes.
What?
She says,
what did she say?
She said, righteousness without power is just an opinion. And I was like, yes.
Dude, she's badass. She's
badass.
A good villain.
She's a great villain.
Okay, so here's something that I'm wondering. Do you think she saw them working together as a team and spun it real quick?
Yes.
Or do you think she planned it all along?
No, I think she saw them and was like, these guys, this is it. I could save my ass right now, right here.
Yeah, exactly. That's the kind of person she is. Like, okay, think about the team, her, this movie even, because of the scenes. Okay, this movie is a mirror image of the Avengers. Like, without it saying it, like, that's what the Thunderbolts are, right? Like, she's the mirror image of Nick Fury. Even in the comics, that's like someone Nick Fury has a past with. They double cross each other all the time. She's putting together this team, but basically she doesn't want them to live, The Avengers are like a team that he kind of throws together because like they're just the people that are populating the world and have powers. Nick Fury is also someone that takes advantage of every situation, Yeah. And they're all the mirror images of Avengers we've seen. Taskmaster, I guess, was the closest to Hawkeye. Captain America, U.S. agent. Like I said, Sentry, Hulk. There's Black Widow. But seriously, like that's literally, I think that's literally what the movie's trying to do with them, and that's why when they're the new Avengers, they kind of have enough analogs to be like, okay, even Red Guardian has like Thor vibes in a way, especially Fat Thor vibes.
He's like, Fat Thor and Captain America mixed in together.
Yeah, there's too many Captain Americas too, and that's like a weird way that they have the team, especially with Winter Soldier then involved with it, There
are literally 3 Captain America-esque characters on the new Avengers.
Yeah.
I think Sam's team is going to be cooler by default, honestly.
Who do you think will be on his team?
Sam, Strange, Spider-Man.
Yeah, definitely. Captain Marvel.
Probably
Ant-Man, unless he's stuck somewhere.
Shuri.
But I think Ant-Man. And Shuri, yeah, exactly. I think, and Thor probably.
Ugh, gross. I'm so over Thor.
What about Hulk? What about Smart Hulk?
Oh,
or She-Hulk?
Kill them both.
No, maybe they have like their own Hulk squad, but not the Avengers.
Wow.
She-Hulk would be cool on the Avengers though.
Wow. Yeah, I want to see.
Not Moon Knight.
No, Moon Knight I hope dies immediately.
God, me too.
That is, we wish that. We wish that.
I wish that we would have got a scene of the Void just turning Moon Knight into
a... What do you think Wilson Fisk was doing in the Void?
Oh, shit.
Coming.
Yeah.
No, it was definitely him as a little boy watching something happen,
Yeah.
Peter was watching his uncle get killed.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Well, Aunt May.
We're not stopping.
Aunt May.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Both. No, honestly, what if it's both?
But you know what? Peter kind of has been in the Void with Mysterio in a way. Like, we do see,
True.
For that matter, we don't see Winter Soldier. They call it the shame room. I think that's what, the writers called it, the shame room. We've seen Winter Soldier's shame room. That's all of the Winter Soldier.
We've seen that.
Yelena, we do get a little bit. Oh, Ghost. We just know from Ant-Man and Wasp, I think we see that she was tested on and stuff like that. But again, she's kind of...
She sucks. She can get
the weakest
She can get killed off and replaced. I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, replace her with somebody cooler.
Yeah. I think the MCU kind of has way better characters the team could have had put together, but they kill too many cool characters off.
Why wasn't Red Hulk on there?
That would have been so awesome. That would have been so awesome.
Should be on the squad.
Yeah, seeing Red Hulk get a little bit folded up by the Sentry, that'd be dope.
I do like that this takes place chronologically after Brave New World.
Like right after, too.
Right after, yeah, because they do talk about
that was
General
cool.
or President Ross going crazy and being the Red Hulk.
Yeah.
So I liked that.
For sure.
Yeah, there is a lot of, you had to have seen other MCU movies to know where these characters, and not even just movies, the TV shows too.
Exactly.
It does require a lot of, it's like a comic that if it was a comic, you would have to tell people you have to read this, and this.
Yeah.
I agree, and I like it.
It's interesting you say that though, Cody, because for other things, I feel like you were completely like against it for those same reasons.
But I think they do it well in this one. I think while yes, it does make it better, that this movie's kind of dumb enough that I don't think you'll be like desperately hurt if you just like go in. You know what I mean?
True.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Sure. You can kind of piece it together.
Like that's kind of one of the positives of having such a C tier squad of heroes. You know what I mean?
Fair. Yeah, it is kind of like Suicide Squad in that way. Like, you don't really need to know who these people are, but some of them are just like you instantly get it,
Yeah.
And like for that matter, like Julia Louis-Dreyfus, most people know her from either Seinfeld or Veep, and she has both vibes in this,
Yeah.
More Veep vibes, obviously.
Evil Veep.
Evil Veep.
Yeah, Evil Veep.
Eveep.
Exactly.
But yeah, so there are enough things to like about the movie. That's why I say, like,
I think it's a solid movie. I think it's a good time. I'm into it. I'm ready to watch it again.
Whoa.
Not really.
A double dip.
Double dip, boys?
The double dip boy.
Hey,
I don't know if I'll be double dipping on this until it gets to like TV.
Yeah,
oh, definitely
like a Disney
not.
Plus drop.
Yeah. When the DP drops.
Wait. So if you're Sentry and Jake is U.S. agent, who am I on the squad or in the movie?
Ghost. No, I'm just kidding. I'd give you. I think even though I think you're more Bob than I am, but that's the Sentry. I think you have more of a Bob attitude.
Bob energy.
Yeah.
Bob vibes.
I think you have more Bob energy, Cody.
Whoa. All right. Who do you think Anthony is? Yelena?
You could be Yelena.
That's who I thought you were going to give me, to be completely honest.
I can see Yelena. She has daddy issues.
That's what you want to call it?
I can see Yelena. I think Yelena is probably the real, like, I don't want to give you somebody whack. You know what I mean? I honestly thought you were going to say that you thought I was going to give you Taskmaster because they die. But no. I would never do that.
No, Taskmaster.
I respect, it's least of all on your birthday,
Yeah, we won't give you Taskmaster on your birthday.
Although the real Taskmaster is a dude named Tony from the Bronx. Like, that's real.
Tony Masters.
Yeah.
Tony Masters.
Yeah, the Taskmaster
I wouldn't be so
we
mad
deserve.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, Taskmaster was dope in Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Hell yeah.
Yes. He's fun to play with in that game.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like when he talks too in that game, and like how I would expect him to sound in a movie, like, "Hey, I'm the Taskmaster."
Yeah, because he wears this crazy skeleton mask.
Yeah,
which is just nuts.
Yeah,
I mean, they do have a skeleton mask in the movie, but
yeah, it doesn't look all. But it's skeleton.
Bad.
Yeah, it honestly looks like Casey Jones' hockey mask.
Yeah,
it looks like
it does. It looks. Yeah. This movie looked like Casey Jones' hockey mask.
Yeah. Well, I'm giving it a.
Oh, you're dropping the pesh.
Oh,
are you ready? You guys not ready?
Dropping the pinch.
I wasn't ready for the pesh to be dropped, but go ahead.
You're dropping the pinch. The deuce.
Is there anything else you guys loved or hated about the movie?
I don't know. I just think it was a little bit better than mid.
I'd say it was good. I think it was a good movie. I don't think it was
a few seeds and stems, but not much.
A few seeds and stems.
I don't think it would be bad. You know what I mean?
I'm not calling it bad.
Would you buy it? Would you guys buy it on DVD?
Hell no.
Okay.
I would.
Cody,
just because I would want my collection full more than anything.
So you would buy Quantumania and Love and Thunder?
I was about to say.
No. I would buy those just to burn them.
Stupid. So dumb.
No, I would never buy those.
Okay. So what are you going to give this one?
5. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not doing that. Yeah, you looked crazy.
I was like, what?
You looked at me wild.
Everyone's got their own opinions.
I'll give it like a I'd say like 4.8 or a 5. 4.8.
Okay, interesting.
4.8. Wow.
I'll say a 4.8. I'll say 4.7 actually. 4.7 hard.
Wow.
Hard 4.7.
Hard 4.7 inches.
4.7 out of 6 species.
Let me tell you, as someone who's working with that, it's not all that bad. I will be giving it less, though.
But stop clicking your pen because we could hear it. I will now.
I'll have to give it. Maybe I need to really assess because maybe I don't want to give a number where I'm just trying to shit on it because I did like it, but I don't know.
I liked it. I don't think it deserves a gentleman's 5.
I'm not giving it a 5. My debate is even giving it a 4.
Ooh.
Yeah, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, I guess I'm somewhere in the middle of you guys.
What were you going to give it?
Not a 6 and not a 5, but not a 4.
Oh,
like somewhere between a 4 and a 5.
Oh, see, I was going to give it somewhere between a 3 and a 4.
Oof. Okay.
Oof,
so maybe I should go next. Hey, the Thunderbolts. Hey.
All right, Leah, let's hear what you got to do.
Yeah, no, because like talking about it, there are a lot of parts I liked, but like, yeah, like the overhype. Not that like I even care about that, but like,
I do think it is overhyped. I think the world is just weird about the way they hype. I just think I'm seeing a lot of mediocrity getting overhyped.
Yeah, and I wouldn't even really call this mediocre. Like maybe it's a little bit better than mediocre. You know, I don't know, but it didn't like do it for me in the same way like when I was sitting there watching the Avengers, you know, like obviously not.
Thanks.
It's not the same caliber or same level, but it is the new Avengers by the end of the movie. So like, what a lame squad.
Hey, even now there's promos out there, there's billboards out there saying new Avengers, not even Thunderbolts.
Yeah, you know what? Some people were getting mad and saying it's a spoiler, but I feel like that was like going to be the gimmick from day one, the asterisk, like. You know, like if you're even a little bit interested in the movie, like you're like, why is the asterisk there? Maybe usually, you know, it means something else. Like I was thinking Dark Avengers, but so new Avengers, I was like,
I was thinking Dark Avengers too.
I thought so too.
You know, because for all intents and purposes, they were.
Yeah, for sure.
I also thought it was going to be a dumb thing like Thunderbolts and Bob, which they ended up kind of doing at the end.
Yeah, seriously.
When it said
in the
new
post-credit scene, when they're like, "Hey, Bob, what about you?" He's like, "I can't turn into the Sentry without like the void coming out."
Yeah.
And then they're like, "What are we gonna do? Ride Bob into space?" He's like, "Yes."
No, but that was another cool thing. Like, yeah, you see him like chilling in the corner. Like, Sentry also is the kind of character in the comics. Like, when he's finally back, like he doesn't ever want to leave his house. Like, he knows like the threat if the void is always there if he's there and becoming the Sentry. So I think the MCU has potential to do cool things with that. Like the Sentry's going to be like the last, like they're going to need him, like, or Doom is going to fuck him up instantly, and you're going to know that he's someone you don't fuck with.
How would Doom fuck Sentry? That'd be cray-cray.
God Emperor Doom could do anything.
You think we're going to see God Emperor Doom?
1,000,000%, yes.
Really?
Yes, yeah.
We haven't even seen normal Doctor Doom yet.
We're going to see him and then God Emperor.
If we see God Emperor Doom and he's played by RDJ, I'm gonna
that'll suck dick.
But that's exactly what
that's a Pesci
Then it's
loss.
gonna suck. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so hold on. So at the end of Thunderbolts, we also see that the Fantastic Four is coming here.
Facts,
right?
Facts.
So that means we know at some point in the Fantastic Four movie,
there's
they're
an
coming out of their
incursion.
universe. Yeah, there's an incursion and they're here. Listen, guys, it's just that's what the incursions lead to, secret wars, and Doctor Doom gets control and becomes God Emperor Doom. Like it's almost guaranteed to happen. Like, and it's going to be RDJ. Maybe for some reason it wouldn't be. Maybe it's a recast by that point, but I highly doubt it.
I guess I'll have to watch it.
That's
on
happening.
I just don't foresee goodness.
Yeah.
But it's so crazy that you say that coming off of this
that's
and you're
true.
high for Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
That's why I'm confused. Maybe Jake, I could agree. Now he's the new Cody for the MCU hateness scale. Like it swung.
No, I still have a normal amount of hatred for the MCU.
Cody, you have swung the most. Yeah, that's why I'm calling you out. Sorry.
I am the most bipolar. I am.
Bob Cannon.
Bob Cannon. Dude, I'm no, but I just hate that casting. And see, when I'm watching movies like Thunderbolts, I forget it's a thing. And I'm like, oh, this rules. You know what I mean? And then I hear about that, and I'm like, oh, we're not back at all.
Yeah. To say we're back, I don't know. Like I heard, is it Bob Iger? I don't know who runs Disney anymore.
Bob Easy.
But they were saying like, yeah, it's quality over quantity now.
Yeah, we'll see.
Was this movie quality? I don't know. I still haven't given it my score. I think I'm going to land if Cody's definitely giving it what? You said 4.7? That's what you gave it?
Yeah.
I can't give it higher than that for sure. So I'm going to give it a 4.3. Yeah, 4.3.
Craziness. Pure craziness.
I don't think too crazy. I didn't hate it. I definitely didn't love it.
I gave it like 3.5 on Letterboxd.
Nice. Funny you should say that because that's exactly what I'm giving it.
Ooh.
3.5,
which is still not bad. 3 out of 6. Anything higher than 3 or more is still 50%. So yeah, I give it a 3.6, maybe 3.8 tops is the most I can go, but I can't give it a 4.
Hey, that's all we could do for this movie. You're not gonna like this either. Then the director of this movie, Jake Schreier, he might be directing the X-Men reboot movie.
I saw that.
Ugh.
But
I don't know.
But also, X-Men are more compelling than the Thunderbolts. So
100%.
So like, yeah, I could see like this caliber of movie. I mean, obviously there'd be more special effects with the X-Men's powers. I wouldn't mind him as the director for that. I'm not even against that. Because
I think the problem with this movie wasn't the character dynamics, right? Like I think if a more interesting roster of characters might work really well with the same director. Yeah. So yeah, I don't hate it.
I don't hate it either.
Yeah.
I don't blame
I don't hate it.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's done I'm sure he's done other movies, but now I want to check him out to see if he's,
if he's worth a damn.
I just saw him on a podcast the other day.
What was he talking about?
He was talking about how the first trailer was meant as a joke. And Marvel and Disney just loved it. And that it wasn't like, because the podcast he was on, they were like, oh, like, we know like you marketed this as like Marvel's A24 movie. And he literally said, he's like, I said that to like Kevin Feige and Bob Iger as like a joke. And they're like, yeah, let's put that. And so he like wasn't serious about that at all.
Yeah.
But people were like, yeah, dude, it does have an A24 feel. And I was like,
I don't think so at all.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, relax.
That's what threw me off at first.
That's just you got to understand. People be glazing.
Exactly. They be glazing that glizzy, my dude.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it's overhyped. I didn't really factor the overhype into my score because I can make opinions of my own.
Wait, have you guys ever seen a movie called Robot and Frank?
No.
Yeah. Yes, actually.
Robot.
Same director.
Really?
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Right.
Robot.
Okay.
Frank.
That's awesome.
It's on Netflix. I remember watching it on Netflix in awesome. 2012.
It's awesome.
Me and Cody were kind of talking about this the other day. Like there were movies back like when we were like, in ACI and stuff where like maybe the only reason you saw it is because a friend had like the DVD or something like that, and you were chilling at their house and you watched it. But like movies aren't like that anymore, Yeah. They kind of get lost in the void.
Ooh.
Whoa.
We didn't talk enough about the Void. I think the Void is a cool villain, but like you just get depressed.
I really liked how he looked when like he was all black and you couldn't even like see him, Like he was like the twinkle in his eyes.
That poster you posted to your story was
sick
dope,
poster,
Anthony.
It's so sick, and his eyes are Yelena, 2 Yelenas,
nice.
which makes it even cooler.
Yeah.
Nice.
I did like his design when he was the Void, and he was just like this, pretty much like Noob Saibot. He was like a shadow.
And how do you fuck with him next time if he becomes the Void? Like, who on the Avengers is gonna fuck with him?
Dude, Yelena's gonna suck the Void out of him.
Oh,
hey, soul suck the Void.
Yeah. Yelena's gonna do it.
That might be one way.
Dude, Smart Hulk snapped the universe back into existence with the Infinity Gauntlet. He can beat the Void.
Yeah.
Now you're rooting for Smart Hulk? What's happening here?
No, I'm just pointing out literal things that have happened that are canons.
But we don't have the gauntlet anymore, buddy.
Yeah, but still, he's powerful enough to have welded. I think he could take on the Void.
That's why I think the person that would fuck up, the only way is Doom or some mega level. Mega level.
Schmegama level.
But I also, his power was basically like the snap, like he was just snapping. He
was like shadow, like, but he wasn't even shadow. He was just sending them to like their own shadow dimension.
Right. So like what happened to that little girl? Like what could she possibly have experienced up at this point?
It must be something horrific.
No, that's the point. Something horrific probably didn't happen.
To her? I don't know.
I did love, what's his name, being like, I saved you, little girl, Red Guardian.
Oh, yeah.
Being like, I saved you, little girl, and then she just, poof.
Yeah.
That was awesome. That was
crazy.
I was like, oh, shit, like in theaters.
Yeah. No, I was like, oh, Marvel killed a kid. I was honestly hype. I was like, had the little girl stayed dead, I would have given this a 5.
But like you said, no one was there. They didn't kill you.
It didn't kill him.
No, it just like sent you to shame purgatory.
Shame purgatory, exactly.
You honestly know what it was. I think the director was watching
Game of Thrones.
Listening rather. No, he was listening to Comics and Chronic because he realized he's like, oh yeah, what would make the ultimate villain? Someone that makes you relive your darkest secret over and over and over and over for eternity.
And that's why you should check out our Patreon.
Yep.
Which is coming to an end anymore. Cody, did you forget?
It got lost in the void.
Yeah, sure. The void did suck that in.
Yeah. Cody is the Sentry. He forgets things from time to time,
It's hilarious.
But yeah, I think you should watch this movie. I think it's worth the watch.
I think it's worth the watch. If you don't have to pay for it, even better.
Yeah, maybe wait for Disney Plus.
I'll wait for Disney Plus. It's cool though.
But hey, Cody's an MCU hater up until the last couple of movies.
I know,
so
things are turning around.
I think his words have weight.
Well,
what I mean to say is like clearly like something about the quality of the movies changed for you in a big way.
I think they're back to.
What if it's Cody who's changing? He's growing.
I think they're just shrinking. Like back to being a little more. I think like this movie was fine being dumb and fun. You know what I mean? Like yes, it was ham-fisted, but you also like I knew honestly, it blows my mind that this guy directed Robot and Frank because that's like a way more emotional movie than this. Robot and Frank rules.
I know. Now it makes me want to rewatch that instead.
Yes, I'd give from the hip. I'd give Robot and Frank like a 5.3.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
The hell you say? Well, go rate us on Spotify, you guys.
Yeah.
You can even leave comments on episodes. Let us know what you think.
Guess what? If you don't give us a 5, that's what you're gonna see in your shame room.
The void.
When the void sucks you up, it's gonna just be you clicking that it's not a 5, and then never being able to see your family again.
Yeah. When Cody sucks you off, that's what you're gonna feel.
Yeah, exactly.
Utter shame.
It cuts to. Yep.
Hi, you're listening to Comics and Chronic, and I'm Jake FH.
I'm Cody Cannon.
And I'm Anthony Iannaccio.
And you can tune in every Thursday to hear new episodes of Comics and Chronic.
And make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Comics and Chronic. That's Comics, the letter N, Chronic.
We'll see you guys next week.
Woo!
Peace.